get going, Daddy-O. Let's see, we got this centered nice. Let's give this a little slide of doodle-doo. This beautiful cheesecake we got cooking here. That light is okay, maybe it comes forward a tiny bit. And we're good to go. What's up? How are you doing? I really want to take this out here. Let's see how this looks. Oh, yeah. Gorgeous. This is like 1,000 milligrams or so of THC in this bad boy. And it looks beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay. All right. Now I kind of want it to be back on. Messy from Tamu. Cooking Papa, what's up, Bear? How are you? Yeah, this is a heavy dose. It looks really beautiful. I know who Lionel Messi is. That's really gorgeous. Look at that. Got some nice chunks of Oreo inside there. This is going to be lethal. I'll probably try to cut 20 pieces or so out of this, so it'll be like 50 milligrams a piece, but it'll probably be just a little bit shy. Gorgeous. That's gonna sit out. That's gonna sit out for a couple hours, then it's gonna go. Thanks, man. It's gonna sit out for a couple hours and it's gonna go in the fridge. I just want it to get all completely cooled down to 1 temp. We're gonna have a lovely time. Right now we're making our 1-pot series. We're gonna make some creamy rice with Italian sausage. And of course, we are going to put a heavy dose of cannabis inside of this food because that's how we do. Now I have some oil, but I'm also gonna be using a little RSO. Yes, Mohammed, please, please. I'm gonna crack open my Uncle Arnie's. We're gonna get this cast iron skillet going. If anyone's looking for a nice THC drink, this one's my favorite, Uncle Arnie's. The only uncle that isn't gonna touch you. Delish. No calories, won't break your fast, everything you could want. All right, we got cast iron. We're gonna need our cover because we're making rice. So let's get one that fits this bad boy. She'll do. That dog will hunt. All right. What cuisines do I specialize in? I would say Creole, Italian. I've done a lot of French. I've done some Moroccan, American. I'm pretty well versed. Wow. I would love to go to India. That's on my list. We appreciate the love. We feel you. We feel you. We see you. We're going to get a nice medium heat going. That clicking will stop. There we go. Make me look smart. We're going to go in with a full pound of sweet Italian sausage. So the first person I ever cooked for was actually on like season 3 of Top Chef. And he had a food truck. We used to work a bunch of different festivals, a bunch of different seafood and Creole festivals. That was his specialty cuisine. I grew up making a lot of Italian food in my uncle's pizzeria with my grandmother, a lot of stuff. So, and I've done some cooking in Morocco and Italy and Paris. So I have a wide range. I like to teach myself. I don't know if I would say I'm like an autodidact, but I try my best. Ooh, I like a good etouffee. What's up, Kev? Reverse sear is... I know the answer you want from me. The answer is yes, most likely, depending on what kind of flavors you're looking for and what you want. It depends on the steak. I'm gonna make some creamy rice, some Cannabis creamy rice with Italian sausage. It's gonna be wonderful. The marinade, I think, works better if you want to kind of, if you have a nice cut of steak, you just want to put salt on it. You really don't even want to put pepper. Maybe you make a nice compound butter to kind of drown it in. But I would say reverse sear is the best way if you're going to cook it on the pan in the oven if you're not on the grill. Tacos we can do, baby. I have a nice griddle right here. I can do some nice birria tacos. I'm a rub man. I like to use like a little garlic compound butter, rub it on the steak, and then do a rub if I'm making it on the grill. But if I'm going to make it in the pan, I'm using rosemary, thyme, salt. I'm doing a little bit of a salt brine or a dry age. And thank you. And I'm just I want the flavors of the meat. And that's, I think, a marinade. If you're making a specific dish and you want specific flavors, go with it. If maybe you're cooking it on a grill in a large amount, go for it. Otherwise, I would go rub or just steak. I'm gonna be making this dinner for about 40 minutes, so please ask all the questions you like. I got my joint, my bowls nearby. I got some Uncle Arnie's open. We're ready to go. I really want to brown this sausage. I want to get a good char on it. I like the flavor better. We're going to lightly salt this a little bit, but nothing much. We're going to season later. J.E., thank you. We appreciate you. We make a lot of cannabis foods, but if you don't like cannabis, the recipes are still amazing. I cook a lot of people that are dealing with different sort of chronic and terminal illnesses. So if you have any questions, wants, desires, concerns, please send them my way. Always happy to hear. We want a nice hot pan here. We're gonna make the rice and everything. We're even gonna toast it in here. So we want it to be nice and charred. We want it to be nice and hot. Leave as much flavor in the pan as you can. We're making everything right in this one pan. Italian food, French pastry. French food is good, but their pastries are the best in the world for my money. And Italian food, I think, is right at the top, cuisine-wise. The chimichurri skirt steak, blue cheese melt, yeah. I love skirt steak. Used to always be my favorite cut of steak, and it always used to be the cheapest. Now the world is kind of catching on. Chimichurri steak, I would classify that as a post-cooking dressing. I wouldn't classify that as like a marinade or a rub still. I would love to come and cook in your kitchen. I'd like to cook something for you and get something cooked by you and film it. That's what I would love. Ooh, I'm guessing you live in a country where you can have raw milk. If you know what you're doing, go raw milk. If you're still kind of on the fence of what you're doing, just go pasteurized and be safe. But raw milk is really amazing. It's really fresh. Really has a delicious texture. All right, get a little bit of salt in this bad boy. Yeah, Bear, that's what I would do. I would season the steak with a lot of salt, maybe a little bit of heat, and then I would just cook it like that to perfection. A little bit of butter, a little bit of aromatics, and then I would add the chimichurri. You know, if you're making like a steak sandwich, if you're using like thin shaved ribeye or a lower end cut of steak, you can season it up and play around with it. But don't get like a nice ribeye or a nice skirt steak, a nice cut, and then kind of mess around with the flavors. Like, eat the meat, enjoy the protein. Eileen, how are you? Incredible haul. That's great. I'll be a ranch dressing. Listen, I'll move to the Maldives right now. I'll do it. We want a nice brown on this steak. We want the charred flavors here. We're going in with the rice. We want nice charred sausage here for that flavor, and we want that flavor to get on the rice. Eileen, I'm doing wonderful, if I'm being honest. I got a bunch of friends here. I got a little cannabis in my drink. I got some cannabis in my food. I got cannabis in my brownies. I got cannabis in my lungs. So I mean, you should have butter in moderation. So have it whenever moderation you're gonna have with the butter. I wouldn't say that I don't think the bone marrow makes it any more unhealthy. I think it makes it delicious. Maybe it's a little bit fattier, but just don't be gluttonous about it. Thanks, man. All my tattoos were done by my best friend who is blind and has 3 fingers on his right hand. So just more about supporting people you care about. Yeah, I would go to the Maldives in a heartbeat. It's not like I got a partner or someone waiting here. Evan would survive. I'm certain Evan would survive. Evan would probably want me to go to the Maldives. So we want to break up the sausage nice and fine. How do you ring me up? You can find me on TikTok at Jazz Cactus Kitchen. You can shoot me a message. Send me your restaurant. Book me a ticket. And say hello. It depends. Like, the fresher the cheese, the better, especially if you're going to do like buffalo mozzarella or some burrata or something like that. The fresher the cheese, the better. Got to use it right away, get it right away, use it all fresh. That's going to be the best. Always, always, always. TT, I am making a creamy rice with sweet sausage. It's going to have like a little honey to it. It's going to be like basically a sweet street meat bowl. So we're all just looking to find our tribes in our journey. I'm all about it. What we're gonna do is let this brown up a little more. Then we're gonna throw in 2 tablespoons of butter and toast the rice a little bit. You have a nice long grain rice. Nothing like, I love Italian sausage, especially on the grill when it's got like a nice burn and char to it. Wow, Keisha, that's awesome. That's gotta be so fulfilling and rewarding. Like, at a certain point, you cook for people. I love cooking for people. I love feeding people, especially new people. Like, my grandma lives in a 55 and older community. I love bringing her food and her sharing it with her friends. Like, all that stuff is amazing. So a bowl for this sausage. Oh, baby, you hear that? Just start spitting at me. Things are going to get real nasty. I believe you, baby. I believe you. It's just easier to contact me on TikTok. That's all I'm saying. What do you normally cook for them, Keisha? What is the specialty? What's the favorite at the retirement home? Now we're gonna lower this heat a little bit so we don't burn this butter too much. Let's get the sausage out. Beautiful. Merlin. I'm doing really great. How are you guys doing? How are you doing? Saturday. Saturday. Stop raining. The sun is out. I'm making food with all my friends. It's just lovely. Bex is going to be in town this week. I'm going to maybe get to see her. I don't know if she's in here right now. She's probably traveling, but I'm excited for that. It's okay to have some pieces of sausage here. You just want to get the big chunks. You can leave the little burn bits, the fond. That's delicious flavor. Put that aside. We're going to go in with 2 tablespoons of butter, and then we're going to toast the rice. I got a can of Uncle Arnie's. Does that count? Wow, how are things in Africa, South Africa? That's rough. Ooh, yeah, like a good tincture, Bear. I love mac and cheese. I love mashed potatoes. What I like to do is I like to get the skin off the potatoes, but save it and then fry that and put that in my mashed potatoes. A mile is 5,280 feet, and a foot is 12 inches. So maybe it's 5,680 feet. I think it's 280 feet. We want to use this butter to kind of get all the delicious flavor off the bottom here. Share some life advice. Oh man, I don't know if I'm someone you want to take life advice from, but you can take cooking lessons. All right, what we're gonna do now is we're gonna toast up. Ooh, broke that rubber band because I'm so strong. I'm gonna toast up 1.5 cups of long grain rice here. All right, we have to make this really small, I'm guessing. I am a sausage smuggler. Oh, dude, that's the best thing to do with the potato skins, honestly. All right, we're gonna toast this up, and then we're gonna add our chicken stock. But first we wanna get fat and flavor all over this rice. Get it nice and toasty. An inch is a unit of measurement that most men in America lie about. Do you just drop them in the frying oil? I drop them in the frying oil and they'll like kind of crinkle up a little bit. And then you just get a strainer or something and get them out. All right, hold on one second. I need to measure this chicken broth. All right, we want to toast this up. Then we're going to have 3.5 cups. Jimmy, you control all you like, baby. Just give us a follow, subscribe, hit the bell, do your thing. All right, this is a nice time. We'll add a little crushed red pep. Not too much because I got a sensitive tum-tum. A little bit of onion. I like a good onion flavor. A nice healthy handful of garlic. The rice is toasting up nicely. It's average. Wow, look at all these delicious flavors. You get a nice toasted rice, ground mustard. Yeah, I really liked cooking as a kid. I liked gardening. I liked baking. It was just a job that my grandma, like as an immigrant, the son of an immigrant, the grandson of an immigrant, they really just wanted me to go to college and, have a fancy job, and they didn't want me to work in a kitchen my whole life. So they were not really the most encouraging, but as I kind of got older. Wow, fasting for 12. I'm fasting for 23 right now. I can eat again at 6 o'clock. Yeah, it would be funny. It would be fun to cook with Gordon Ramsay. All right, we're gonna do 3.5 cups of chicken broth. There's one. There's that. Hopefully that's hot. Here's two. Talk about all this talk of Gordon Ramsay, I'm flustered. And now we need 1/2 cup. Let's hope we didn't mess this up too much. Nice. Electric. What's on the menu is a creamy rice with Italian sausage and some cannabis. My favorite, the fastest been going, I've been doing one meal a day. I love it. All right, so we want to bring this, we're going to stir this, bring this to a boil, and then we're going to kind of turn it down to a simmer and kind of cover it, and then I'm going to make some brownies. My favorite chef is Massimo Bottura. He owns La Tavola in Italy, and he does like a whole farm to table. He does a lot of charity. He's my favorite chef. But look at all this flavor we have in here. The chili flakes, some fond from the sausage, some rice, some chicken broth. We've got everything we could want here. We want to bring this to a boil, turn it down to a simmer, and then we're going to give it a cover. We want a gentle simmer, as ambiguous as that could be. I really like the one meal a day. I've lost some weight, so I feel good. I know it doesn't look it, but the chef's coat is getting loose. It's also why I love this Uncle Arnie so much, because it's no calories, so it won't break my fast. Charles, it's your right to be a douche anywhere you want, buddy. I understand. It hurts inside to hurt inside. I might find it again. You know what? And I'll enjoy every bit of finding it. All right, this is kind of coming up to a boil here. We want that. Too slow. Story of my life, baby. Story of my life. Anyone got any fun weekend plans? We living any dreams out here? Ooh, here it comes. Here comes the boil. I'll make some brownies, then I'm gonna roll a joint. Gonna be nice. Never trust a skinny chef, baby. Thanks, Bear. I appreciate you. Yeah, it's hard. It's hard to trust a skinny chef, but also I try to give health advice to people, so. All right. This is nice. Let's get all this rice in there. All right, we want to go down to a gentle simmer here. So much room for activities. But yep. All right, let's get down to a gentle simmer. And let's cover this bad boy. Alexa, set a timer for 18 minutes. All right, in the meantime, I'm gonna make some brownies. I'm gonna make some infused brownies, so bear with me. Start with this. I usually put a little espresso in there. That's what we want. Yeah, exactly. It's the skinny chef. If you own a restaurant, you can get skinny from that stress real quick. What I'm cooking in here is some rice with some sweet Italian sausage. It's gonna be like a little honey rice dish, kind of like a sweet street meat. And then I got some tortillas. I might just raw dog it. I got some crispy onions. Bombastic. What's up, baby? Right now I'm gonna make some brownies for my friend Jeffrey, who has fibromyalgia. We're gonna add some honey in there because we're gonna keep these nice and fudgy and chewy. 1 egg. Garbage is full, Dom. All right, we're gonna strengthen these up big time here. Let's get a 1/2 cup of this. Whoa, I thought that was gonna fall over. All right, we gotta heat this up. Wrong oil. Good catch, Dom. All right, we need to heat this up for 30 seconds. I love rice foods too. I love rice so much. So filling, low caloric density. All right, we're heating that up. We're gonna add this RSO. This is Rick Simpson oil. You need that to be a little bit hot because you need the RSO to melt in with the oil to combine so we can kind of get it homogeneous all throughout. And then we're also gonna throw some Nutella in this bad boy. We're gonna make some nice Nutella, infused Nutella brownies. If you don't heat your butter or oil, this will not melt properly. So, my little spatchy spatch, my little whisk, my little whisk-a-doodle-doo. Where are you? Where'd you go? Okay, here we are. So here's about 1,000 milligrams. I want to go halfway through. Don't waste this because this is the nectar of the gods. And then boom, just mix this up. Just put 550 milligrams of cannabis into this oil. Easy peasy Japanesey. Lower that heat a little bit. It's simmering a little bit too much. Now you want the oil to cool down. Yeah, well, it's gonna be 16 pieces of 16 brownie pieces. It's gonna come out to about 30 milligrams. You don't want this to be too hot because it'll cook the egg, but once it gets kind of warm to touch, you go in there and now you have evenly distributed cannabis oil. It's way cheaper to buy RSO than it is to buy the pre-made oils, than to buy flowers and turn it into oil. It'll have higher THC content, it'll be cheaper, and it'll be way easier to use. And the flavor won't be as daunting. Those damn Klingons won't get out of my anus. We got some rogue cocoa powder. We want a nice, I like a nice thick brownie. As long as it's well mixed, it could be thick. If it's not well mixed and thick, then you're in trouble. Then you're in a bad way. I'm gonna get some Nutella. Let's see, do you think this will just pour? I'm gonna put this in the microwave for 10. All right, we're gonna pour this Nutella right in. Oh wow, that was not enough time, huh? What is this goop made out of? It's gobbledygook. Wow, I can see like the little bits of sausage, the chili peppers, the red pepper flakes. I can see it all kind of coming together. Love, love will tear us apart again. All right, let's see if this pours. All right, that's better. A nice helping of Nutella. Boom. Get this in here. Oh, look at that color. Gorge. It's like delicious sexual mud. Yes, the rice is posted on the Patreon. If you're not on the Patreon, we'll have to figure out another way to hunt it down. Where I'm at is New Jersey. What about you, Jen? Don't mess around with Jen. That's what Jim Croce says. All right, let's get these in the oven. What I like to do before I put the batter in, I like to put a little salt. Give me like a nice sprinkle of salt on the bottom of the pan. It's just my thing. It is my kink. I will not apologize for it. We got Nutella in here. We got honey. We got a little espresso powder. We got some cactus oil that we made out of RSO. Put about 500 milligrams in here. I can honestly put some Oreos in here. I got some Oreos. Maybe I'll do that as like a little surprise. There we go. Get it all out. It's got weed in it. Wow, you won't tell me where you're located? Just doxing me? Let's get this out in here. Alexa, show timer. All right, we got 8 minutes left here on the rice. Wow. Incredible. Look at that. Let's put some Oreos in it, huh? I'm in Jersey, Jim. Where are you located? Oh, Carla. I've always wanted to have a nice dinner with a Canadian woman. Has left these at my house earlier, so let's throw a couple in. Carla's like, fuck off. Which I respect, Carla, I really do. I'm gonna push these Oreos down to the bottom so they're kind of inside the brownie. Wow. Beautiful. Boom. Some people have a sense of humor, some people don't, you know? Alexa, set a timer for 42 minutes. All right. I like a little caramel drizzle. Me too, Carla, me too. Caramel drizzle, that's what they called me in high school. All right, we got 6 minutes left on this rice. Then we're gonna throw in some butter and honey and let it kind of turn the heat off and fluff. Need a fluffer for your rice. It's very important. Ooh, that does sound good, Impossible Bear. I'm with it. I'll come over for smoothie time. Gotta fluff the rice, Melissa. We go with a little bit more water here. This for anything. There's that little cut. Wow, that looks incredible. Incredible. Wow, Jim, you're just in here asking people to cook for what about me? Wow, Carla, extra points for you and your husband. I'm an artisan, you know, I like to do things the way they're supposed to. A real woman that's satisfying your stomach. Good luck. I don't have avocado money right now. That's a good t-shirt. Let's fucking make a t-shirt. I'm sorry, but I don't have avocado money right now. Let me prepare this butter. Put this RSO away. Melissa, thank you. And I know Jim's telling you to cook for him. I'll cook for you. You come here, I'll cook for you. I'll be a real gentleman. Smoothie date. I'm in for it. Okay. Butter. We're going to go in with some butter. We're going to go back in with the sausage. You know, I'm not really in on the avocado bandwagon, honestly. Oh shit, Jim, you're not far. Where are you from, Melissa? Where do you hail? Wow, I'm supposed to be going to Dallas in a couple months. Is that in the ballpark? I'm not a fan of cutting taxes for the rich. I think we should up the taxes on the rich. I think we should up corporate tax. Amelia, if you like the joint, you're going to love the amount of cannabis that's in this rice. Wow, Costa Rican. Effectively, the corporate tax rate in America is the problem. In 1987, the corporate tax code in the United States was 400 pages. Currently, it's over 4,000 pages. So, and that 3,600 pages does nothing but help the greedy corporations. The death of the middle class is the problem with this country. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Stop smoking now and save smoking is saving my life. What are you talking about? All right, for the last 2 minutes here, we're gonna go with some butter, some honey, and some Parmesan. Wow, you're in Dallas? Get out of town. I'm supposed to be coming. That's near Fort Worth, right? Dallas, Fort Worth. That's all the same. That's all the same. My friend has a bakery out there. Someone that I was on Sugar Rush with has a bakery out there, and I've been meaning to go out to her bakery for a long time, and I'm finally gonna go. All right, this is ready. Time would be damned. Alexa, stop. Beautiful. All right, we're gonna go in with some honey. Ooh, you are leaking. You dirty little girl. The bear is sticky with honey. What's the name of the bakery is a really good question. I'm not exactly 100% sure, but I'll find out. I'll find out and we'll figure it out. Wow, really incredible, really fluffy. Love it. Nah, I'm good. Thanks, buddy. This is gonna serve 6 people, so it's about a tablespoon of butter per person. It'll be all right. Okay, we got our honey in there, we got our butter in there. You can throw a little heavy cream right now if you want. Jim, I'm sorry, buddy. I'm not sure that the women are coming here to find someone to cook for. I could be wrong, but I don't think so. Going back in with our sausage. All right, now we're gonna mix this in and then we're gonna take this off the heat. We shut the heat off. And we're just gonna fluff the rice. We wanna cover it. Cover it and move it off this hot burner. 5 minutes. Let it fluff. You can fluff it with a fork. You know the drill. You could add some wine, but I would add the wine right after you toast the rice. Yeah, you can make it without the cannabis. It'll taste just as good, maybe even better if you don't like the Carla is married. She was saying that her husband enjoys my joint. All right, we got some brownies in the oven. This thing is gonna be great in 5. We got 5 minutes. Finish my joint, finish my drink, and then we'll make a little plate. It's dinner time for me, baby. 6 o'clock, right on the nose. I wouldn't skip this part where you're fluffing the rice. Yeah. I agree, Apostle Bear. Yes, it is YT user. I mean, sometimes I'll have some fun guy. I make gummies out of them, but I don't really advertise it or. No rails for me. I'm out on the booger sugar, Bubba. Now I'm gonna plate this. Maybe I'll drizzle some more honey on it, but I think I got enough honey. But I'm gonna put some crispy onions on it for sure, and that's gonna be dazzling. I'm really sorry to disappoint. I know it's really tempting to open the lid here and look inside, but just don't do it. Just be disciplined for 5 minutes. We're almost there. Only took us about 40 minutes to make this whole meal. This is enough food for 5 or 6 people. Who dis? Yeah, honestly. I had someone do a whole mushroom thing once, and that was also a problem because it's hard to kind of tell how much you've eaten, how much you're gonna eat, all that kind of stuff. So that was a different type of disaster. People call me to cater all types of events, and I'm just like, are you sure? You need a mod wrench? What's up, Yellen? Yeah. It would be a quick... it would be a long dinner, but it would be moving fast. So it would kind of be lost a little bit. All right, this honey is a problem for me. I don't like that it's broken. And I hate the amount of dishes that need to be done. I know who it is, Steph. When you said mod wrench, honestly, I would have known who it was, even without knowing what your username is. But I don't know what a mod wrench is. Wow, did you put it on yourself? Rub it all over? Thanks, Yellen. We're happy you're here. We're happy you're watching. How is this so drippy, this honey? I have not forgotten about you. I sent you another text message. I don't know how to do that. Don't fuss with me, okay? I don't like when you get fussy. Are you back in the swing of things? What are you doing? I don't know. Honestly, it's all over my counter. And if you guys weren't here, it'd be all over myself. But that's a different conversation for a different day. All right, we're right around 5 minutes here, folks. I mean, come on. You know what, Steph? We've moved on. Look how beautiful that is. Come on, take a look. Let's make a plate. How about that? We got a fork. We got a plate. That's still a little hot. Eat it hot, hot, hot. All right, let's dig into this bad boy, huh? Wow, what fluff. Look at that. Beautiful, beautiful. It's my one meal today I'm gonna eat. Papa's eating. Sorry, Carla. Carla, honestly, I would feed you and your husband if you were both here. It would have been my absolute joy. We got a little flaky salt there. We got some crispy onions. Let's get that on there. Let's have ourselves a time, huh? Why not? Why the F not? Yes, total comfort food, everything you can want. But I am, in fact, built for comfort and not for speed. Look at that. Simple. Literally a pound of sausage, a cup and a half of rice, a little bit of chicken broth, some crispy onions, some beautiful seasonings. That's it. Wow. Wow. It's spicy, but sweet. The honey, holy crap. This is incredible. Wow, do exactly what I did. Holy shit. Holy effing shit. I know I just smoked a joint, but holy shit. Oh. This honey is, oh, the salt. Wow. Wow, I fucked this up. Wow. Wow. Incredible. Incredible. This is a $20 meal. This will feed 6 people. I like that too. Existence is finite. Joy needs no defense. Wow. Hot. Guys, I'm impressed with myself right now. I got a chubby the size of Montana. This is on the rotation now for sure. I cannot believe. Cannot believe how good this is. Guys, please make this. My recipe, the recipe's up on the Patreon. Go take a look. You can join. You could support us for as little as you like. You can get the recipes. Please make it. Even if you don't put cannabis in your food, like, holy crap. I cannot. Wow. Sorry, I'm just blown away. I always need you. So, welcome back to the fold. You didn't rub it all over your body. If you want me to rub this all over your body, is that what you're getting at? Wow. Miracle Boy. I made a nice long grain rice with honey, sweet sausage, fried onions, and cannabis. Wow. Wow, and I had a dinner tonight I wanted to get canceled, and it just got canceled. This is so good. The recipe's up on my Patreon. Please enjoy it. Please, please. Like, I'm blown away right now. I just can't even believe this. I'm like being so sincere. The form of THC in this food was butter. I put 2 tablespoons of infused butter. It's about 160 milligrams in this total. I would say that there's about 6 or 7 servings. So each serving is gonna be pretty light. Yeah, man, give us a follow. Come on over. We make a lot of cannabis stuff. The recipes are incredible even without the cannabis. Like, wow. I'm gonna be back on tomorrow for a nice twofer. Thank you, Miracle Boy. Wow. Hot dog. Ooh, the brownies. The brownies have 19 minutes left. All right. I gotta clean up the kitchen. I gotta make sweet, sweet, tender love to myself. You too, brother. Me too, Carla. Me too. I'm gonna give you a follow and a subscribe. I'm gonna clean up my kitchen, clean up this rice, make a mess with myself, but Melissa, it was a pleasure. Welcome. Please come back. We do this every week. I make a different one-pot recipe while I take a lot of pot to my face. I adore you. No separate stream. I'll be here. I'm gonna be here, baby. I'll be on TikTok from time to time, but I'll be here. So give us a follow, give us a subscription, go over to the Patreon, give us a little support. We love you. We appreciate you. Steph, I'll talk to you soon. Bear, I'll talk to you soon. Everyone else, you guys are wonderful. Keep coming back for some more cannabis treats and to watch a big, slovenly, delicious gentleman eat wonderful foods. Ciao, ciao.